Imagine this. Every day you clock into work, you are not just working for your paycheck. You are working for a whole team of bosses. And no, I'm not talking about your manager or company. I'm talking about the real beneficiaries for whom you exchange your time, sweat, and hard work.
Spoiler alert, you may not even be the last one on the list.
So who are these bosses? And how do the rich and financially independent do it differently? Let me show you by breaking it down in a typical 8-hour workday. Boss number 1, the government. Uncle Sam is your first boss.
First up, let's talk about Uncle Sam. The average worker spends around 20 to 30% of their income on taxes.
This means that for about the first 2 hours of your day, you are working for the government, whether you realize it or not.
Did you know that while most of us pay a significant portion of our income in taxes, the rich often pay less as a percentage of their income? Many rich individuals use strategies like capital gains, which are taxed at a lower rate than ordinary income, municipal bonds, rental real estate, and tax advantage accounts like 401ks and IRAs to reduce their tax burden.
The takeaway? Before you even think about keeping a dollar, you already spent a chunk of your day working for taxes. Boss number 2, housing. Your landlord or bank is the next boss.
Next, you are working for your home, whether it's rent or a mortgage. Housing eats up 25 to 35% of the average person's income.
You are spending 2 to 3 hours of your day just to keep a roof over your head.
The rich, on average, they spend less than 10% of their income on housing. Instead of upgrading their homes every time their income increases, they focus on building assets first. One very good example is Warren Buffett. He still lives in the modest house he purchased back in 1958, over 60 years ago.
The takeaway? You are working hard to make sure you have a nice place to lay your head every night. But the rich treats housing more like a necessity and less like a luxury. Boss number 3, consumption. Meet the boss of everyday life. So far, you have completed the morning work. By lunchtime, you have work for the government and a place to sleep tonight. Then, there is all the stuff you buy. Groceries, cars, clothes, entertainment. How about kids and pets? Yes, as lovely they are to enrich our daily lives, they are also the bosses we are working to care for.
For most people, about 30 to 50% of their paycheck goes toward consumption.
This means 3 to 4 hours of your workday is spent working for your daily needs. Everything from your cars and groceries to keeping your kids and pets cared for.
While the average person often spends a significant portion of their income on lifestyle upgrades, the rich and financially independent practice delayed gratification, meaning they prioritize investing and saving over spending on short-term pleasures. They tend to live below their means, saving a larger portion of their income. In fact, many millionaires drive older cars and prioritize investing over buying new toys. Takeaway.
Most people work to consume, while the rich and financially independent minimize consumption. This allows them to save and invest for long-term gains. Boss number 4, future you, the final boss. After working for everyone else, it's finally time to work for the most important boss of all, future you. But here's the problem. Many people don't even start working for themselves until the very end of the day. And for many, there isn't much time left.
On average, people save only about 5 to 10% of their income for retirement, if they save at all. That's equivalent to working just 30 to 45 minutes of your 8-hour day for your future self. The top 1%, however, flip the script. They prioritize saving and investing, setting aside around 38% of their income.
That's 4 times more than the average person, meaning they start working for themselves much earlier in the day. Your future self is the most important boss, but unfortunately it's the one many people neglect the most. The sooner you can start working for yourself by saving and investing, the sooner you can start building real wealth.
Flip the script. Start working for yourself sooner. The rich and financially independent change the game by approaching work and money differently. Here is how. Mindset. While most people work to spend, the rich and financially independent prioritize preserving their earnings to gain long-term advantages. Method. They reduce the time spent working for other bosses, taxes, housing, and consumption, so they can start working for themselves sooner. Multiplier. The rich don't just save, they make their money work for them. By generating additional income through investments, they continuously grow their wealth. If you want to join the ranks of the rich and financially independent, you also need to flip the script. How can you reduce the hours you are working for everyone else and start working for yourself sooner? The rich do this by living below their means, minimizing taxes, and prioritizing investments.
So ask yourself, how many hours a day are you working for yourself? Think about what changes you can make.
Whether it's cutting down expenses, being smarter with your taxes, or increasing your income.
The sooner you start working for yourself, the sooner you can start building true wealth, just like the rich do.
If you like this show, like and subscribe. Until next time.